doesn't find the kill, though. Still, that is going to be some progress getting made here on the point. Somebody's got to react here. Philly Fusion, they're going to let the tick go for free. It's Hotba only just now starting to contest, but even that was just for an instant. They're on the edge of getting 2 ticks here for free. Dallas, 2 ticks.
I mean, it doesn't, some teams are totally fine giving up progress and knowing that they just need to get in better position before they fight. New York comes to mind in that scenario specifically. Neptuno's able to bring Sato back to life, but it's been all Dallas. Aside from some random kills here and there from EQO, that's Dallas taking first point rather quickly. Now, look at these ult percentages. Seagull's got 92, Mickey's at 67. So being so close to Graviton, you expect them to hold on to the Dragon. And Unko and Harry Hook are nearing their ultimates as well. I think I really want to see some playmaking from the supports of the Dallas line. I feel that's something that's been lacking from them. And if you look at every other team in the league, you got Zen's going nuts. You look at Philadelphia, Neptuno makes giant plays. I want to see some plays made by the Dallas support line.
They need to step it. But Unko, you know, as pointed out, he is one of the more bloodthirsty Zenyatta's out there. A little bit of pressure getting put on Taimu, forcing him to back up. Carpe will find the headshot, gets the job done by himself. Harry Hook will be in position to get the res off, though, so that will be erased, but the res has been used. We will have EQO thrown in the tire now. Will he find an angle? Yes, he will. Tombs OGE, and there will be no res here possible for Harry Hook, so pretty much snuffs this push for Dallas Fuel.
Taimu gets the better of Carpe. We'll see if there's a resurrection up and available for that, as Sato is hunting down some snipers of his own. That's not going to be enough damage with the Mercy in the pocket right there. They do bring Carpe back up to full fighting force. The next thing we're going to look for is, well, it's the streets of Kings Row, Graviton Surge, and a Dragon Strike. Very possible.
Pick your poison right now, Neptuno. Which one are you going to try to res? Turns out neither. So, more progress getting made here for Dallas Fuel. So far, they're making excellent time towards this second point on Kings Row.
It's a smart switch from EQO. Just too much pressure from these snipers. They need another body to be able to contest it, and Junkrat's not that guy.
He practices rocket jumping. Come on, Mickey. Load up the Quake Live. Practice it. Nice. It is gonna. Oh, I heard a hammer going down. Hotba, and there it is. The grab to follow it up. Will we get the Dragon combo? Yes, we will. It was a second too late, though, and it's looking like they're going to be able to dodge out of it. Philly Fusion, thanks to Boombox with the trance, negating, but it's only really just buying time. Boombox gets run over by OGE. Couple of kills here for the Fuel, and Hoppa will find Harry Hook. So with Harry Hook out of the picture, things could get a little dicey here for Dallas, but not quite enough.
They better win that fight. They've committed absolutely everything. I'm not a huge fan of using Shatter and Grab in the exact same instance. I think Grab is meant to feed into building another Shatter, but they shattered everybody, then grabbed afterwards, threw the Dragon at it, had to transcend afterwards. I mean, you could see up at top, Dallas had to use everything that they had in that. On the flip side, though, as did Philadelphia, so pretty much a complete alt reset for both sides.
Point blank Shatter. Goodbye HP. Sato packing off. Doesn't want to have any of that.
They were just rolling right now. No one from Philly is even coming out to contest this. And it's been completely one-sided for Dallas. Only 5 kills for the Philadelphia Fusion.
I'm getting shades of Boston here from Philly. I'm not quite sure what's going on. They just keep giving ground, refusing to take fights. And there we go, the Dragon straight in. 2 kills. Boom, the backline for Philly Fusion. Exactly. Seagull falls to his Carpe, but right now, this heavily favors Dallas with those supports out of the picture. The healing throughput just isn't going to be there for Philly. Eventually, Taimu will get caught by Carpe, and Sato finds Mickey. So they are hanging in here. It's getting scrappy. Philadelphia Fusion refusing to say die.
Harry Hook's going to pop Valkyrie and go to the back line and bring Mickey back to life because he has Grab. If they do pop a Grab, there's a Shatter onto the card as well.
Well, OGE just whiffed his Shatters. That's unfortunate for him. Right into the bubble, but it's not looking like it's going to matter. Hoppa's going to get a nuked. Neptuno dead, and that will be Dallas Fuel picking up the 3rd point here on Kings Row. All-out aggression.
Dominant. The only one who really did anything for Philadelphia that round was Carpe. He's on the Widow. He's going to get final blows. 4 limbs, 4 final blows, but that's it. That tops the Philadelphia side of things. Let's take a look at what Taimu did. He was going against Carpe a lot of these situations. Let's just peek in here. This stuff, it always just boggles the mind. Pixel perfect. Misses the first shot, redeems himself, and then there goes EQO as well. So it looks like Old Moo is on display. I do want to give credit to Harry Hook there towards the end. I wanted to see plays out of the Dallas backline. And it's not always like these amazing volleys from Zen. Popping the Valk in that situation to go get Mickey, to bring Mickey back in, because he has Graviton, to bring him back to life. Graviton's a lockdown ultimate. You can't get to the cart and slow it down if you're stuck in the doorway in a black hole. So
exactly.
Some nice heads-up play there, and so far, this Dallas Fuel team looks very, very strong.
I mean, we are getting there, starting to find their footing here. Siegel on the Diva as well. He was on the bench for ages, it felt like. Now he's starting to see some play time, and it's looking like people are getting pretty comfortable here on the Dallas side of things, but it is going to be the swap now.
We got the Philadelphia Fusion going up against the Dallas Fuel. And you know what? This is going to be an interesting matchup, in my opinion, because the Philadelphia Fusion, they're well on good pace to make it into our stage playoffs and the overall playoffs if they can continue to keep winning. But on the other hand, you have the Dallas Fuel who, while they may not be able to make it into the overall playoffs, they look like they're in a pretty good position to make a push to our stage playoffs. They've been looking like a completely different team this stage. They're playing with a lot of joy. They look happy on the stage. They're just experimenting with all types of metas, and they just look like they're reinvigorated. Also, we got the old time move back, the old move. So I think that there's potential for there to be an upset today. But what about you, Blizzard Arena? How are you guys feeling about this matchup? Think we got a good one on our hands? All right. Well, hey, let's not wait.
Fans here today. We have so many awesome.
The NYXL just took care of business with a 4-0 victory over the Shanghai Dragons. And what more can we say about this team? If you're expecting them to slow down anytime soon, don't hold your breath. But anyways, guys, moving on to our final match of the
into building another shatter, but they shattered everybody, then grabbed afterwards, threw the dragon at it, had to transcend afterwards. I mean, you could see up at top, Dallas had to use everything that they had in that. On the flip side, though, as did Philadelphia, so pretty much a complete alt reset for both sides.
Point blank shattered. Goodbye HP. Sato packing off. Doesn't want to have any of that.
They were just rolling right now. No one from Philly is even coming out to contest this. And it's been completely one-sided for Dallas. Only 5 kills for the Philadelphia Fusion.
I'm getting shades of Boston here from Philly. I'm not quite sure what's going on. They just keep giving ground, refusing to take fights. And there we go, the Dragon straight in. 2 kills, boom, the backline dead for Philly Fusion. Exactly. Siegel falls to Carpe, but right now, if this heavily favors Dallas with those supports out of the picture, the healing throughput just isn't going to be there for Philly. Eventually, Taimu will get caught by Carpe, and Sato finds Mickey. So they are hanging in here. It's getting scrappy. Philadelphia Fusion refusing to say die.
Harry Hook's going to pop Valkyrie and go to the back line and bring Mickey back to life because he has grab. If they do pop a grab, there's a shatter onto the card as well.
Well, OGE just whiffed his shatters. That's unfortunate for him. Right into the bubble, but it's not looking like it's going to matter. Hoppa's going to get a nuked. Neptuno dead, and that will be Dallas Fuel picking up the 3rd point here on Kings Row. All-out aggression.
Dominant. The only one who really did anything for Philadelphia that round was Carpe. He's on the Widow. He's going to get final blows. 4 limbs, 4 final blows. But that's it. That tops the Philadelphia side of things. Let's take a look at what Taimu did. He was going against Carpe a lot of these situations. Let's just peek in here. This stuff, it always just boggles the mind. Pixel perfect. Misses the first shot, redeems himself, and then there goes EQO as well. So it looks like old move is on display. Well, I do want to give credit to Harry Hook there towards the end. I wanted to see plays out of the Dallas backline. And it's not always like these
so much deeps as well, so we'll see. Siegel, he's capable. He's one of those all-around players capable of everything.
Interesting rollout here from Philadelphia. They're running a ground and pound offense. They've got a Moira and a Lucio going with them. The only true DPS is going to be Carpe. EQO on the Roadhog as well. So a lot of meat on the ground. Triple tank Hanzo. I guess this is meant to crack shields and put some pressure on it, but right away, taking out Unko is huge. Hoppa's been so good on this D.Va.
Yeah, Hoppa really, he might as well be a DPS. He nearly picked off Seagull as well with the help of Carpe. There will be a res on Unko. Carpe's got to back off and get back over towards his healers here. Needs a little bit of support. They're trying to hunt him down. Mickey was hot on his heels. In the meantime, Seagull just chucking in grenades right into the mix. Does find a kill on Neptuno, but losing the rest of their team. Harry Hook blown up, and yeah, the tire, it's hard to find a kill on Sato, but Unko's the last man here.
That tire could have killed everyone, and they still would have ended up getting this point. Seagull's gonna get cleaned up eventually anyway. I wonder if they have a wholesale chance to switch, because by the time Seagull let that tire rip, that fight was over. Everyone had already died on the other side of things, and you know, it's a really interesting strategy from Philadelphia to just go round on it and say, look, come down and fight us. We're just chilling down here. You're not going to have enough damage burst to be able to kill us because we're giant tanks and we just got a Moira in our back. Look at these ultimate supports already up.
Oh yeah, Boombox didn't even have to use his Coalescence.
No.
It's just so smooth there for Philadelphia Fusion. Now they're going to have all sorts of tools to work with. Unko and Harry Hook aren't too far behind on their ultimates. So we will have Dallas ults online here for this next fight. Philly Fusion, now they're the ones who get to decide how do they want to make it happen. Coalescence here to lead the way, along with the Dragon perfectly placed, dropping so low. OGE gets melted. Harry Hook as well, trying to dodge. He just barely makes it around the corner. You can't cut it much closer than that for Harry.
He got in and got a resurrection up on OG, run him up just to die again. Harry will eventually fall. That's how you get tinnitus. You rock down into Neptuno's area, and Philadelphia rolls through it using only 2 ultimates, and 2 ultimates which charge extremely fast, by the way. Boombox just popped his Lighthouse, 30% on that. Carpe with the Dragon, 50% again.
Yeah, and Neptuno still got the sound barrier for this next fight, so...
Harry's switched as well. Harry's on a Lucio.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wanting to try and ferry them back here as quickly as possible to contest on the second point. Couple of meters left here for Philadelphia Fusion. Sato right in the mix. If he can get OGE to drop this shield, there might be a shatter opportunity. Sound barrier committed here by Neptuno. Boombox is going to get his Coalescence online very quickly, though, so there's a chance here for Sato to try and sneak in the shatter. He's looking for the opportunity, playing the mind game, but Seagull will end it. Simplifies matters, sends them back to spawn.
It's a ridiculously good sound barrier, too, by Neptuno there to keep them alive, to give them a fighting chance, so to speak. Rally comes in late from Mickey. Seagull's a big beneficiary of that one, as is OG. Back to the drawing board, but the good thing for Philadelphia is they didn't have to use a bunch of ultimates here. They targeted down Sato. They just absolutely went after him. The tanks are getting murdered by this Brigitte. Brenda?
Guys, let's go. Philly Fusion now looking to push forward behind the Coalescence. The Lighthouse showing the way. We will have the self-destruct. It will not succeed in finding any kills. Does take a good chunk of damage. And there we go. Sato baits it out. Earth Shatter committed. He had his shield up. Nobody getting stunned. But Taimu right now is the one to find some value, as well as Mickey. The whole of Dallas Fuel right now just piling in.
Taimu actually had one of his better games the other day on this Reaper as well, and when you're running this Death Ball composition, which it seems like Philadelphia is going to counter pick against now that there's a Reaper into the mix, it's really, really easy to get a lot of value out of that Reaper with these giant tanks, and it's one of the best things to switch to. He had a very good Reaper ult on Blizzard World the other day. Taimu and Carpe both going to run McCree's here. McCree's used to be run a lot on last point of King's Row, not so much lately. So that's the switch up that they're making. EQO onto the D.Va, so still triple tank, but they're going to just put a McCree in here instead.
Well, high ground right now, Seagull. He can rain those micro missiles in. Yep. Doing just a little bit of damage. Putting Philly on notice. 2 minutes to go here for Philadelphia Fusion. As far as this push is concerned, Unko with the volley manages to take down Boombox. That's going to be it. Exactly, trying to pressure on. Good reaction there from Philly Fusion, though, to back off.
Yeah. There's one thing that's bothered me about Dallas's play throughout most of the season. It's been pretty passive in a lot of these situations. Huge shatter! 4-man down, 4-man dead!
That's Mickey setting it up. What a play. Shield bash right through that. Ryan Shields forces him to drop it, sets it up for the shatter. Great coordination there between OG and Mickey to make the play.
That's rough stuff right there. Really well done. I was going to say, you know, Dallas has bugged me how passive they play sometimes. When they're winning, when they're on defense, but now they're going after it. You don't just wait for them. Hey, we have a good chance for a shatter. Good. Win that fight. Take it. And you're already at 30% for OG.
Oh, buddy. That's unfortunate. Taimu didn't spot him with the flash. Could have tried to cancel out those wings for Neptuno. Instead, he's going to have to back off, rotate around. Rest of his team doing the same. And Neptuno right now with the wings. Yeah, it's going to be the Seagull self-destruct. I love it. Further wasting these wings here for the Philadelphia Fusion.
no value out of that Valkyrie push all the way back, and now they're back in a position where they wanted to fight anyway. Rally's up again.
Oh, and everybody not quite not quite in range. Yes, he is getting some at the end. Good positioning there from Mickey, and well, with the dead eye there, they're so comfortable right now, Dallas Fuel. 55 seconds and counting here for the Philadelphia Fusion, who are definitely struggling, trying to find a way in. Another shatter goes in. That's going to be just on not quite getting the value out of it here from OGE, but they managed to just stay alive, and it's the rest of the team who are finding the kills. Seagull taking Neptuno, and Seagull finding Sato as well.
Talking about playmakers, again, Unko with a perfect transcend there. They get the grab out of them. Most of them are caught into that grab. Absolutely no kills following through on it. And it's been just all Dallas here. We know how good their defense is. What's surprising is that they blazed through this map on their offense.
Dallas Fuel, they have to use everything they've got.
We are in for a close one today.
Good start for Philly. They may have it here. Carpe with the final finishing blow. Whoa, they got it.
It's a huge self-destruct from Mickey.
AKN still finds the kills.
Just establishing dominance.
Can they stop it? Can they finish it? There it is.
All right, welcome back from the break, everybody. This is it. Dallas Fuel starting to see what we've been waiting all season long for here. A team that can compete with one of the best in the league. Philly Fusion right now, they're caught on the back foot, Hex.
Yeah, well, some teams have been crushed by the meta and others elevated by the meta. And I think this Brigitte meta is helping them a great deal. Mickey looks like a superstar on
that's
the
the man
Brigitte.
right there.
I mean, peeking corners, using her shield up, and he gets a different angles, setting up plays for it, hitting stuns, he hits combos. The eye test tells us he's one of the best Brigittas in the league, plays it the most, actually.
Well, our boy, the Trout, you know, he's putting up the stats down there. You know, telling the story that Dallas Fuel, they're pretty much just sticking to Mickey. Exactly. There we go. As far as Brigitte usage, you know, Dallas Fuel, they sit at the top of the pack. And when you've got a guy who looks as comfortable as Mickey does, sure, start building it around there. Get him in it. You've got Seagull there to change it up if you need to on that diva.
I'm going to give Seagull some credit because his versatility allows them to run this kind of composition where it's like, okay. Okay, I'm on the Brigitte. Now she's not working. Give me Devo back. Then Seagull's like, all right, I guess I'll play one of these.
I'll play Hanzo.
But you know what? The meta helps Seagull in that way too, because he's always been very good with these kind of so-called niche heroes, right? So he's good at Hanzo, he's good at Junkrat, he's got a good Pharah, his Genji can be serviceable.
So you're telling me that Seagull's a hipster?
Yes.
Just, you know, he's all about if you're a fan of Burn, he's still in the server as well.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia Fusion, no subs on that side. Shadowburn's still going to be playing, and Dallas Fuel, obviously no subs there.
Yeah, and we were trying to theorize what is he going to play. I mean, one of the reasons that Shadowburn hasn't played a ton is he doesn't have the deep hero pool that EQO has.
Yeah.
EQO plays everything. He plays tanks, he plays every single DPS, so that's been one of the reasons we haven't seen him. His Pharah looked exceptional. He had 10 final blows on the second stage, 13 overall on that stage on the Pharah, hitting every rocket that he could ever imagine hitting. And now this map, you can't really run Pharah that well on Gibraltar. Maybe Shuttle Phase, we used to see it a little bit, especially in like the super Mercy meta, you would almost always run it. Maybe some Genji. He's been working on his Junkrat, so yeah, there's a you know,
The thing
a lot of
is that what are you
possibilities.
going to do? Are you going to run a Genji into a Mickey with a Brigitte? No.
It has not worked out well.
That's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. But that being said, what I was speculating is that, hey, we haven't seen the Burn in a while, so
Yeah.
perhaps he's been working on something in this off time that he's had, where Snillo, EQO has been getting the play time. Shadowburn, that leaves him a whole lot of time to just practice and start figuring out, hey, how do I deepen that hero pool? How do I become relevant to this roster,
Right.
so that I can be effective when my team needs me? And right now, we're seeing him on the junk, so that
Okay.
could be interesting.
Yeah, Junkrat on Gibraltar, not something that you always see here, but Shadowburn, I don't know, we haven't seen a 76 in a while, just based on how the meta is. He doesn't have the burst damage that you really want from your DPS, so that's what it appears that he's going to roll out on the Junkrat so far, playing pretty far back as the tanks will scout up high here. Double sniper, at least on the rollout here for Dallas, checking the hallway, making sure there's not an ambush set up, but there still kind of is.
No, there's a chance there. Somehow, neither of the Widows managed to pick each other off. Okay, Mickey, we get it. Stop.
No one hates Diva voice lines more than Seven.
Stop it. Alright, well, maybe Mickey, yeah, well, he stopped. Okay, it's fine. Now we can start getting into the action. We can start getting into the plays as Hoppa takes a little bit of a peek.
I mean, you generally just don't see fights happen up here. It's going to be a holding back towards server room, and that's the defender's advantage gets so much better when you're not up here. You're holding all the way back. You've got all the free high ground for yourself, and then the Widow battles will commence here. And the Widow Hanzo works so well because he just saw where everybody was. It's like a free infra site, but regardless of that, Carpe is able to take down Unco. Shadowburn will fall in return. We'll see what kind of resurrections come in. Shadowburn's back and Seagull falls, so Philadelphia's going to hold it.
Yeah, you know where Carpe's been this entire time? Behind you. Flanking Widow all the way back at spawn, pretty much, for Dallas Fuel. The Dallas Fuel supports had no idea where they were getting shot from. How the hell did Carpe get back there?
The aggressive Widow play in the Overwatch League just gets more aggressive every single week. You talk about Carpe, guys like Pine and Saya player, you never know where they're going to be. And it's strange because a lot of times we're like, oh, well, you just play Widow because you're always going to die in a resible position. But now they're taking chances of like, I'm going to get 3 before they even notice I'm here, so you don't have to worry about resin.
Hey, this could be, Carpe is definitely a player who's capable of putting a team on his shoulders and carrying them to victory. And right now, he's got him the read. I like it from OG, just throwing himself in there. Gonna force Carpe to give up the angle, but he will pay with his life. And we lose, I think Mickey just, gets DMEC'd as well.
Tyre's gonna find Winston, but Primal Rage is right out of it, but it's actually able to slap that Tyre. You don't see that happening very often.
Wow, both of the smart ults used here for Philadelphia Fusion, though. They are definitely feeling the pressure now, as they are gonna have to back off. Mickey taking a little bit of a dive in there, looking for the kill, not quite gonna find it. So Hoppa now with the self-destruct, could be looking to just drop it right over on top of this payload. That could make life interesting, but Seagull with the triple kill? Triple dragon?
Triple dragon with no crowd control on the field is ridiculous. That
Where?
knowing your angle, knowing where people are going to be. It very well could have been that left door that you see on the bottom left side of your screen. That's where a lot of people are going to enter in, so you fire towards that. Exactly. You go through here, that's where people are usually posting up, and even on the entry, that's they retreat right into it too. Beautiful.
They have
beautiful
no
dragon.
idea. Yeah, they're backing up into it thinking they're safe. Nope, there's a dragon waiting. Chew you a new one. Well, there you go. Speaking of which, Carpe takes down Seagull, gets the revenge for that ult, but that doesn't change the fact that Dallas Fuel right now, they've picked up the first point. They're making progress through Hangar as well. They're finding kills. That's going to make it difficult for Philadelphia Fusion to contest.
And this is the versatility Seagull gives you. He just crushed it on Hanzo. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to go play Diva now because they want to run a Brigitte. Like, really, really versatile, and it's not just flex DPS. There are players in the Overwatch League who play everything at a high level, and Seagull is the epitome of that.
Yeah, he really is the golden boy. Not that golden boy, but, he is in it.
He is, Brandon's a national treasure as well.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Oh, man, just Murderous! Dallas Fuel rolling right through him. Philly Fusion can't even put up a fight.
Give me the horn. Ah, Boombox respawn before he could get the full-on team kill horn. I need the air horn in my life. Philadelphia's going to respond to this by trying.
Somebody get this man some Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Carpe and Shadowburn are going to switch roles. Shadowburn is going to be on the Widowmaker now. Carpe moves over to the Brigitte. Philadelphia looks lost.
They're definitely struggling right now. They haven't quite found a solution. And so we'll see if this is the potential one that could bear, you know, some kind of result positive here for Philly Fusion. Taimu, he knows what's up. He's looking for the duel with Shadowburn. He knows that he can take him in a fair fight. But obviously he's not looking for one. He wants the unfair one where he gets him in the side of the head.
Fair fighting is
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Shadowburn hits the body shot. That's not going to be good enough, though. Taimu hits the headshot. Clips him, but Neptuno will bring him back to life. Now that's the one res used up here, however, for Neptuno. And Neptuno, he's under fire. Has to back off, which means that he's not really going to be able to provide the support here for the rest of his team who are cut off from the main body.
Dallas has pushed Philadelphia back into a corner, into that room. They're completely split up right now. They might go hunting in that corner with their own Brigitte. They will do just that, but it does not work out well for them. Some nice last-second support from Hotba comes in there for them, but Taimu on a rampage. Shadowburn and Boombox down. Boombox will be brought back to life, but that means no counter Widow threat. Taimu can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Taimu now really just going to be looking to take shot after shot. We had the rally there coming in from Carpe. Mickey throwing down his as well. Taimu's got that armor now so he can get really high up, and a beautiful headshot on Shadowburn. Shadowburn, he just keeps coming back to life, only to die yet again with a bullet through the head. Taimu isn't missing.
No, and this is the checkmate spot too. How do you ever deal with a Widow up here without a Widow of your own? And so far, Shadowburn has shown he's not up to the task against this version of Taimu. You can't send tanks back here. That leaves the cart completely exposed. Taimu is just playing duck hunt right now, and now he's going to get a little closer.
Well, just they need to keep a presence on this payload right now. Dallas Shield, stop going after the frag so much. Stay eye on the prize. Get that payload through. Yep, there we go. Finally, they will get the job done with 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
Blazing fast Gibraltar, and you want a really cool Widow line? 9 eliminations, 9 final blows. Taimu mopping up right now.
Yeah, he doesn't share. He just takes. He takes. We got the replay here of that triple kill from earlier on Taimu's side, and yeah, I mean, let's see. This is second point hanger. There we go.
1, 2.
What were these, recorded with an iPhone or something? They keep slowing down at like the moments. These Instagram clips.
And 3.
And there we go, 3 from Taimu. It's nice to get the slow-mo, but then it also takes away from just how fast he is.
Yeah,
right?
flick shots.
Yeah, exactly. But still, Taimu, we like to see that.
Looks happy. Looks relaxed, looks comfortable. And his performance has shown it so far. Dallas completely one-sided there. This is a map that both these teams have a very similar record on, so it's kind of a coin flip, but then coming into it, you're like, Dallas was crushing, and then Philadelphia looked like they got some momentum back onto Lijiang Tower. So far, Philadelphia has just not had an answer on defense. Like, this is a
Look at them, they look defeated. What's going on here, boys?
It's a surprising Dallas offense. Dallas's offense has not been good throughout most of the Overwatch League. Defenses have been fine, but they can just never be able to take points. There's just several examples of them full holding a point and then not being able to take the point themselves and losing maps that way.
No, stop.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off, Hex.
No, I get it.
Just put the camera somewhere else. Go to the Philadelphia spawn, please.
Just put it in the ocean. Just hide in the ocean until these voice line spans go away.
Stop it. Now Baker is messing with me. Now he's just going to stay on Mickey, isn't he? Yeah, that's right, Baker. Okay, I know who it is. I know who's responsible for this. I know where you work.
I'll solo cast if you want to go back there.
Just going to go knock on the door. Dude, what? All right, let's go. Mickey. He stopped. Nope, never mind. All right, high ground is going to be a bit of a fight here, as usual, as expected. Carpe, though, finding the headshot to kick things off here on Taimu.
Carpe has to stay on Widow if they want to keep Taimu in check. Shadowburn was not up to the task. It's not one of his main heroes that we think of him playing on. It's been Carpe on Widow for quite a long time for this Philadelphia team, and it's been one of the great boons to their success recently. So Shadowburn can play whatever else he wants. I guess it's going to be the Hanzo for him. Carpe peeks a little bit, but he's got a pack. Taimu down again.
Beautiful shot. Excellent work there in the mind game, just winning it hands down. He will get dove, however, Carpe dropping dangerously low. Any healers around here to keep him alive? Yep, Neptuno, Johnny on the spot. There to top him back up again. They will continue the push. Carpe going for the melee Widow. Okay. Point blank sniping. That's what this man's all about.
Seagull goes down as well. Seagull's been on this Genji, and it's been defeated right there. Brought back to life, though. This one's still not quite over. Carpe's trying to just put this team on his back right now. And I really think that there's no world in which you could ever switch Carpe off of this Widow and expect to win against Taimu right now.
No, exactly. But we do have Shadowburn with the Hanzo. There's the Dragon attempt right through the roof. Doesn't catch anybody, though, unfortunately. So, a little lackluster. Does get the D-Mech on Mickey, though. So, okay, there was that. He's connecting with shots right now. They are getting the kills. Yeah. Making the difference here. Philadelphia Fusion making progress. And Dallas Fuel now, I need to make that call. Are they going to be contesting this, or are they just going to try and set up so that they don't get overwhelmed in Hangar?
That second peek maybe a little bit misguided there as Taimu was able to take down Carpe. He had a good grapple shot in, trying to get very aggressive. Almost got Taimu on his way out. Now Sato's just going to make space here. If he ever needs to, he can pop Primal, but he's just going to back up and fall behind his tank buddy in Hoppa. I think if Philadelphia have plans on getting back into this series, we're going to have to see some big plays from Sato and Hoppa. They've been playing so well lately. Just seems like right now the DPS are not in the carry mode that they generally are for Philadelphia. So I would look for the tanks and the supports to step up big. Mickey on the Brigitte should be giving Philadelphia nightmares.
Oh, I'm looking here. Yeah, Mickey is the one who's actually hunting Carpe right now. Boombox trying to make his way back there to back him up. Neptuno and Boombox both falling back. But they're moving together here, Dallas Fuel. They've created quite a bit of space for themselves. So Philadelphia Fusion not able to get that payload around the bend. This could get frustrating for them. Now they got to work their way through choke points here with both of the Dallas Fuel tanks hanging around. Seagull going to back off. And Mickey has to be careful that he's not too extended. Exactly, Sato looking to try and pounce on him.
That's not a matchup that you really want to take, but Shadowburn is there to help him out. They will clean up Mickey. Now the Widow duel continues over here. Carpe hits a body shot with a pocketed Widow. That's not going to mean anything in the end. Gotta try to hit these headshots here. It's just been a duel between these two, essentially. Meanwhile, Shadowburn does take down Unko as well. Carpe's got Taimu, and the Resurrection was just used on Unko, and he's down again to Shadowburn. This is looking good for Philadelphia. They're getting too many kills to Resurrect.
Yeah, they're starting to spin this out. And there we go. Follow up. Seagull dead now. Harry Hook somehow constantly evading these shots from Carpe. That's going to be frustrating, but wow. Okay, Shadowburn just decides he wants to end this fight. He's gonna force him out.
Well, they had to. They were taking way too long to clean that up, and now you're gonna let people back in up top. That's why you see them go top left corner immediately. Now spawn resets. Taimu got a bad spawn. There's a couple other bad spawns you might see come off the edge here as well. They're trying to zone them out from getting back to where they want to be. That's one of the biggest things on Gibraltar that we haven't seen happen too often lately. Split spawns can ruin a team.
Yeah, it can really throw you off. Mickey now cut off from the rest of them. He'll get delayed. So that's quite a bit of progress. Boombox, just wondering how things are going over there. Guys, write me sometime. Tell me.
Is it fun up there?
Is it fun? You know, killing things, killing things, being a part of the action. I'm just on this payload, wondering.
Sato falling early and he is in a restful position. They will bring him back to life. Rally is incoming for Dallas as well.
Shadowburn wishing he had the dash right now. Not quite the case. Still, they are keeping it together here. Philadelphia Fusion. Sato dropping dangerously low at risk of dying, but just barely makes it around the corner. Neptuno will be able to heal him back up. Shadowburn, however, takes a bullet to the face from Taimu, though. So that's going to put things a little out of whack here at a joint for Philadelphia Fusion. We're still looking to find that decisive kill that'll open the door. Good defense being put up here by Dallas Fuel so far.
I like holding that corner, too. I think a lot of teams give up this ramp a little bit too easily. I think it's one of the better chokes to defend in the game if you have the chance. Carpe takes down Taimu as well.
Don't think the Taimu realizes? No, he must have realized that the sight was up. Interesting. Well, you know, you got to go for the ballsy plays. You miss every shot you don't take, especially in the sniper duel. But Taimu, that time he loses out. And Harry Hook will find the kill on Carpe. The battle mercy. I love it.
It takes a village to shut down a sniper sometimes, and everybody in on that action. They are able to resurrect Carpe, but Neptuno gives his life for it. So Carpe going to be trying to earn his second life through this. Dragon Strike is ready, though. See if they want to launch that one in there. But I think you want to wait until Carpe is in a better position, because what Dragon Strike will do is send a team scrambling to get out of the Dragon, and hopefully your other sniper can pick that up.
Exactly. Or if you can force him into that little room there, fuel storage.
Alright, switch up from Hotba. Hotba and Sato switch on to stronger tanks, more ground tanks. Brian and Zarya in the mix now.
I'm okay with this. I like this more. I like this more because then you have that combo. I mean, obviously Shadowburn should be throwing the Dragon out there because it's going to be a while before they have grab, but there's the Shatter blocked nimbly there by Sato, and the Dragon right on through, creating the space here to get around the bend. Now they've been compromised. Dallas Fuel kill on OG is going to make life difficult for him. Shadowburn now free to just exactly take pot shots, scatter arrows, all of it. So much damage now that he can just crank out. And Philadelphia Fusion looking very good here to push for the 3rd point.
Transcendence was expected for OG. Look at this, another dragon is up now too. They use Transcendence to try to keep OG alive. They've lost Neptuno, but this zoning dragon might be enough. You gotta put a body on the cart, get to the payload here. They are gonna get people back, and with that main healer out, they have to pop Transcendent to try to close this out.
Yeah, Harry Hook was trying to get the heals onto Seagull there to keep him from getting DMX'd. Not quite going to be possible. Now it's about keeping Unko in this. OG back in the fight, has the barrier. Taimu looking for the flank right now. Taimu could be the one to make the difference, to turn it around, but no, Carpe will hit the headshot on him, lay him out, and this is it. The moment that Philadelphia Fusion were waiting for, the tipping point. A minute 20 on the clock. Seagull trying to get in there to contest, but he's not going to make it. Philadelphia Fusion will pick up their 3 points. And with a minute 18 on the clock, they do it.
A little bit slower, but when you get into these overtime secondary pushes, it doesn't really matter. You just gotta give up some ground and then win the one fight while you're in overtime, push them off of the cart there. Really, some nice play from Shadowburn late, but it was the Carpe show early on and late here. Again, this is the spot you want to be in trying to push a carts. Able to SMG down Taimu, get a couple more kills himself. But I think that was really, it was a mistake by Philadelphia on their defense to take Carpe off of the Widow and try to run him on the Brigitte. I think that's when Taimu went off and no one could check him. I think, I don't recall exactly, but Taimu domed Shadowburn like 3 times in a row. Just completely ineffective as the defensive Widow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a tall order for Shadow. I mean, Widow is something you got to work your way up for. You have to have the confidence, the iron will to know that you're going to hit that shot every time. That's what a sniper duel is all about. And so for Shadowburn just to be like, right, I guess I'm playing Widow now. Time was already warmed up. He knows what's up. He's only worried about Carpe. He's not worried about the Baron.
I mean, yeah, just so you can put Carpe on the Brigitte. I didn't necessarily agree with it, and I think that's when Taimu really closed out the map for this team. But we are on the second half of this map. Just to recap, Dallas up 2-1 in stunning fashion. They went to the halftime 2-0. Philadelphia was able to bring it back on Lijiang Tower. Now, Dallas wins, sets over, Philadelphia wins. We're gonna take a little day trip to Nepal.
Beautiful place, so I've heard. So, is it possible? Are they capable? That is gonna be it. They don't have a whole lot of time to work with here, Philly. They cannot afford to get stalled out anywhere up to this first point. So, Carpe taking a peek at the high ground. Ooh, narrowly dodging it there. Taimu missed the chance. But OGE will find the kill on Shadowburn. So, Neptuno, it looks like it's a resable position. Oh, nice attempt from Mickey. No, it wasn't Mickey, sorry, Seagull, to knock him off of that res, but it wasn't quick enough.
There, it'll bring him back. Taimu gets the better of Carpe, though, and that is a permanent death. Resurrection just used. See if they even want to continue to push her. There's not a whole lot of other DPS options, as Shadowburn had just gotten crushed back into the mix. They're going to wait and reset here. Taimu's been doing a lot of damage, already 80% on his ultimate.
Yeah, soon be able to see through walls here. That's when the fun begins, if you are a sniper. And yeah, dramatic music.
Mickey's on the flank up top, he's just hanging out.
The horns, I expect the alien invasion to begin momentarily, but first we have to finish this match. It is going to be Philadelphia Fusion now with everything on the line. 14 seconds left on this clock, and they need to get a presence on that payload and then pretty much stay fixed there. They aren't allowed to leave it anymore. Shadowburn on the hunt right now, on the high ground. Looking to get something going for himself. Taimu missing the chance to lay out Carpe. And they are a bit spread, but we will have the wings thrown in here by Neptuno. Shadowburn hits the scatter on Mickey, and that can make all the difference without that churn. Oh, never mind. The res gets off there from a Harry Hook.
They're going to be able to res him. Still looking good for Philadelphia. The Valkyrie is about to expire, but they will have Transcendence to follow it up. Dallas support ultimate is about to come online. Mickey with a big play takes down Sato.
Yeah, and Mickey needs to just group up with the rest of his team right now. Trying to get that rally in there. The monster self-destruct from Seagull. Boombox and Shadowburn both dead. There will be a self-destruct thrown in, but it's not going to matter. Uncle's got the trance. Throws it in their faces, and that is going to be a successful hold for the Dallas Fuel.
We were looking at some stats earlier today, and Seagull, I think, has the highest efficiency of kills per self-destruct. He finds the angles, he knows the timings. I think that's maybe only in stage 4, but his self-destructs are getting several kills. I think it's just shy of 2. Let's take a look at this replay right now. This is Mickey trying to set it up. Diva Bomb comes up top.
That was perfect. Shadowburn couldn't get out of harm's way. I know, he is a killer. You can't tell. You can't tell, but the man is ruthless.
Seagull's actually #1 on the season in self-destruct efficiency. He hasn't played a ton of Diva. He's not like a main Diva. He's been in and out of several different roles, but that's impressive. That's just game sense. That's just knowledge.
He knows he's in your mind.
He's literally dropping knowledge bombs on people.
He's in your brain.
Attackers
Reading
incoming.
all of your
30
infos.
seconds.
Philadelphia Fusion, though. I mean, now we have to see. Can they hold? Can they hang? Dallas Fuel, I mean, Siegel was just lighting him up on Hanzo earlier, so now he gets to go back to the bowed destructive force, and Taimu gets to just continue trying to hit headshots with the Widow.
Dallas not too far to go here and a lot of time to do it. 2.5 minutes to get around the bend and complete what I believe everyone would agree would be an upset. But man, stage 4 has been wonky so far. Hard to predict how these things are going to play out. Dallas looks good so far. Trying to add yet another win to their stage 4 record.
Yes, Mickey now already setting up shop here on the payload. Progress needs to get made, and it needs to get made fairly quick. They have a bit more time than Philadelphia Fusion did, but still 2 minutes, not a whole lot of room for error here. Hot buff, just the initial fight here. Poke and tickle on Taimu. Oh, too many. That's where you get caught between 2 targets. You're not quite sure. You hesitate for a moment, and well, Taimu splits the difference and gets nothing for it. Unko, however, will be certainly happier. Finds Shadow Burn with a headshot. Boosted up. Good times for him. Harry Hook trying desperately right now to get the heals out on the rest of his team. Taimu feeling the heat. Sato trying to chase Mickey there to cover his DPS. So excellent work. 2 kills here for the Dallas Fuel, and they could very well do it. Get a 3-1 victory over the Philadelphia Fusion to end the week.
That might be it. Carpe's dead permanently because the resurrection wasn't there. Had to be used earlier. Now they're throwing Desperation Transcend. Only Boombox and Neptuno, or excuse me, Hanfa on the cart as they continue to push a counter Transcend in.
Unko, man, he's even throwing the Transcend there. I love that OG was trying to body block him, not let him through the doorway. Now he's found who he's looking for. Perfectly done, staying on it, and exactly that! OGE and Harry Hawk. What work? They saw the window, they get back on the payload. Eye on the prize there. That was perfect, Hex.
If you throw out the rest of the season, the stage 4 stats for the tank line of the Dallas Fuel are at the top 5 in almost every one of those stats. That play from OG right there to cut the supports off in the back, then leap back towards his support, get the last bit of push. Dallas pulls off the upset. That's old Dallas. This is new Dallas.
Yeah, excellent. Really seeing them come into their own here. Philadelphia Fusion not quite able to get the results. No, I mean, they had the results in the past weeks, but they were playing, teams who are still at the lower end of the league right now. Dallas were one of those teams. There's a shock for you, Philly.
Yeah, absolutely. They were kind of working their way up the ranks. They're like, okay, Florida, all right, Shanghai, all right, Dallas, and they're just going up and up and up. And train stops here. They break that streak. And now I'm really interested to see what Philly does next, how they look next week. They've got difficult opponents. Dallas continues to impress here. There's still a shot that Dallas makes stage 4 playoffs. But this was an interesting one. We're going to see what the desk has to say after this break.
Is this happening? You better believe it! Dude, here is the dead eye! It's so filthy! Heck, and it's what did we do to deserve such incredible Overwatch?
What's up, you beautiful people? Welcome back to MLG's Watchpoint. We know you missed us. I love watching this team
They
right
just
now.
don't want to challenge him. There are some real issues going on behind the scenes.
Not everybody can improve,
Need
guys.
him to be on fire, and he wants.
You want him on Widow as much as possible.
Yeah, this is a disaster of a play.
You don't have the resources, you can't put together a winning strategy anyway.
Can you imagine what's going to be going through your head?
It'll be a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a family here, and we treat each other like brothers and sisters.
I mean, in a game that moves as fast as Overwatch, it's actually huge.
This team could avoid the semifinal match if they just stuck with this lineup.
You might be right.
Is that all you're going to say?
What's up, Overwatch fans?
Do what we're told.
You need sweet names like Rocky. Idiots. This is Watchpoint.
That's Emmy material.
It was okay, I guess.